Hello and welcome to another plan with me. I am planning for the week of February the 19th to the 25th in my 7x9 Tilly Journals memory planner, and I'm using a 6-page standard vertical kit from my shop Plannerface. This is morning routine and it's such a pretty kit. It's like super springy and I just love the yellows and the blues. It's so cute. Anyway, I've also got custom scripts from my shop in my regular cursive font, and I've got the rose gold floral foil pack, which is 5 sheets of stickers designed especially for my vertical kits, and they like fit perfectly over the top. It's overlays, underlays, decorative stickers, so you can add some sparkle to your spread. And I've gone rogue this week. Instead of using the actual washi overlays, I've just used the little floral deco stickers and put them on the center of the flowers in the bottom washi, and I think it looks really cute. Like, I didn't know what it was going to look like. I didn't know if it would look weird because when the flowers like got a bit cut off, I didn't put anything there, but I think they look really cute and it's like a little bit of extra sparkle without being like too OTT. So I love that. This week was a very exciting week for me. I got a paper collator finally. If you know, like from the previous plan with me's, I can't remember if it was the week before, I think it was like 2 weeks before this, I started looking at them, and then one popped up very nearby. It was about an hour's drive away, and I was like, I need to go and see it. So it wasn't in the best condition, like it wasn't in really bad condition, but it works, but it hasn't been in use, so it's been kind of in storage, so it needs a bit of work to get it like up and running. But we did test it and it works, and I haven't sorted out yet. I haven't really had the time to actually go and like give it a good clean. I bought the service kit for it as well, so I do need to try and find some time to do that because we are now like 2 months on and I'm not using it, which is a shame. But I paid like £60 for it, and if you buy them new, they are like over £1,000, but obviously mine's not new, but it is working. And I looked at like what it is like to service them, and they seem to have parts that you can kind of swap out, and like there's a company nearby that services them, so fingers crossed, even if I run into any weird issues trying to service it myself, we should be able to get it up and running. But anyway, that was my like highlight of the week, so that's what I've put in my sidebar. And I've also used one of the spring quotes from the foiled spring quote sheet. I put bloom with kindness in a half box because I didn't pull out the extra toolbox add-on this week, so I've just used like regular sized boxes in the sidebar. So normally I wouldn't have room for the extra half box, but I did this week and it looks really cute. I'm excited to get into using these like spring quote overlays. And the way I designed them, instead of them being like specifically for full boxes, they're just like the quotes with like the cut line is the quote outline, like the shape. So you can put them on boxes, in journals, you can put them on full boxes, but you don't have to like position them where they would have been designed if they were on a full box. So yep, really like those. So let's get into the plans. On Monday, I marked that I finished my orders in the morning, and we did a post run because we did the drive to Birmingham to go and see the collator. So the guy was so nice. He had a sign shop, and I messaged him, I think it was like Thursday the week before, and I was asking him questions, and he was like, to be honest, like I haven't really used it, because he purchased it thinking he needed it, and then it turned out that like another piece of equipment that he'd got had one built in, so he never really used it, but he like driven across the country to collect it from wherever he bought it from, so it was secondhand when he got it. And he was like, to be honest, like I don't know, but you can just come and try it, because my main question was, is it going to fit the paper size that I have? So my kit sheets are smaller than A5, and most of these collators are quoted for A4, so not even A5, and I like don't really get how they, at this point I didn't get how it worked, couldn't really like envision it, so I was just like, will it fit A5? And he was like, I don't know, but feel free to bring your sheets and we'll try it. So that is what we did. I marked test collator, and then I marked that it was all good. The only thing, so this is the one issue with it, so there's always a, what's the word, like a thing. So it has 6 bins, and when it gave me a collated stack, I had 7 sheets. So one of these bins has pulled in 2 sheets. But I think, looking at the manual, that's something that can be fixed with a service. And it's just like the way it is picking up the sheet, it needs to like be cleaned or something. So anyway, I wish I could give more information about that because I haven't serviced it, I don't know. But yeah, a very exciting day anyway. So we got home and Tom built a keyboard, which I put on my Instagram stories, but he's very interested in at the minute in like ergonomic keyboards, split keyboards. So when they aren't just like one like rectangular flat keyboard, you can get them where they're like split in the middle and the keys are all in different places. So he had to relearn to type. He taught himself to touch type again from like with different positions for the keys. And I personally can't touch type. I use like my index finger. If I'm lucky, my middle fingers get involved. Occasionally we'll tap something with my little finger, but like I look at the keyboard and I don't type properly. I never really learnt. So I remember my mum doing a touch typing course when I was little. It was like an evening course and she used to go, and I think she got a certificate. Actually, I think I have her touch typing certificate because I remember she gave me like all my school reports and it was in there. So yeah, I have that, which is completely useless to both of us now, really. So yeah, he built this keyboard. He had to like solder it and do these like electronical things, and it's so cute. I'll put a picture, if I can remember, I'll put a picture of what it looks like because I just amazed, and I really want one. Like I think later in the spread I marked that I like started to look at them, but I just know it would, I would not be able to do it. And it's funny because when I get him to come and like do things on my laptop, like change my like Shopify code and stuff, he now can't type like with the traditional keyboard layout. He like hits the wrong buttons and stuff because he's obviously used to his. So yeah, anyway, then on Monday evening I just marked that I filmed a plan with me, and I got to use one of the Stick with the Plan Co Lottie girls because I don't use these that much because they have like a peach coloured top, and like where possible I'll buy multicolour character stickers or like the emotis and the munchkins where they're mostly white because it's easier to use like stickers like that if you're trying to colour block. But these little peach coloured like tops on the Lotties actually match the spread really well because it has the pinky peach colour, so that was perfect to mark that. So moving on to Tuesday, I started the day with some designing. Jess had released the Eid artwork this day, so I worked on that, and then I vacuumed downstairs, and I thought I was going to be like really, you know, thorough, and I YouTubed what all the different attachments do because I don't really know. I kind of just use them for like whatever I feel like. And we have this like weird crevice tool that has like little bristles on it that you're supposed to use for like dusting, and I was like, well, I don't do any of this. So that was fun. I then did some laundry this day, and I found out that I got accepted for a stall at the Southwest Planner Club, which I'm very excited about. So that was an event that I went to last year, and it's back this year in September. It's 2 days. I think there's still tickets available, but it was such a good event. I love a 2-day event. I feel like you don't really get like enough in a 1-day event now that I'm so used to the 2-day ones. So very excited to be back at that. So I had my stall, well, I had my acceptance email, so yeah, marked that. And then I did some research because I've got quite a lot of like changes I want to make. There was things about like my stalls last year. I did like change a lot of my like displays, really. Changed a lot last year and liked it, but I've got like foil this year. I've got more albums coming that large album restock is on the way, by the way, expected in June. They're going to arrive late May, like mid to late May, so by the time I've like got them ready and stuff, it'll be sort of June. But yes, I've got more albums and I just need to like display things better. I don't think the way that I show my individual sheets is very good, so I've got a lot of work to do. But yeah, it will be good. I'm hopeful that we'll get it sorted because I've also got Plannerfest this year. Plannerfest tickets are available as well, and I'll put some information in the description actually because I've got like, you know, some facts to give you about that. But yeah, Plannerfest is also back, and I loved that as well last year. Just lots of things going on, which is very exciting. So where is my thing gone? I always have a picture of my planner up as well as like watching the live feed while I voice over it. There we go. So I then marked that I couldn't sleep, which is weird for me. Normally I can, but anyway. So I started reading on my phone. Probably not the best because like the blue light and stuff, but I started reading, well, I probably just carried on reading. I've been reading the book that I don't read it very often, hence can't remember the name. It's called The Glass Castle. I think I mentioned it. Quite interesting. It's sort of autobiographical. So yeah, I read a bit of that. On to Wednesday, I started the day with my singing lesson. So I marked that with a munchkin. And then I designed this kit actually. So when I looked like through my planning notes as I was picking my kits, I was like, oh, that would be a really cute like time to use it. So this is the kit that I designed on Wednesday. I then marked that I defluffed Tallulah because, so rabbits molt, I think it's twice a year, but Tallulah was molting and she just needed a hand. So I was originally just gonna like take a few bits of fluff out of her and ended up just like doing the whole thing because she had so much loose fur, and like you are meant to do that, like the vet tells me to do it. So I helped her out with that, which took ages, and honestly I had like another like 2 rabbits worth of fur once I put it in a pile. Bless her, I don't know where it all comes from. Then I uploaded my plan with me and I watched some YouTube, which I marked with a little foiled icon from the kit. I love these so much, they're so handy. Like I need to start like decanting the ones I don't use into a little album or something. Oh, and here's the spread, the first half, so pretty. So after that I marked this. This is when I went down my keyboard rabbit hole and I was like, I'm going to get one. I'm going to teach myself to type properly and it definitely won't slow me down. I mean, I haven't, so we just know that that would not end well for me. But it would be really fun and I would be very proud of myself if I taught myself to touch type. So I don't know, maybe I don't know, I shouldn't. And then the last thing I marked was that I contacted Cloudflare because I was still having issues with that shop that set up the like clone of my site, and we did contact Cloudflare initially, heard nothing back, and they said like you might not receive a reply, but we thought maybe they would do something, but they just didn't. So that was attempt number 2. So on to Thursday. The first thing I marked was that I designed some journaling kits, and I used a little coffee cup from the kit to mark that. I love when the doodles match like the things, like the colours of the day. It's just so satisfying. And then I spent ages looking for, I have these specific stickers which are basically like drinks or like coffee and like chatting or like gossiping, I think is the name of the sheet. And I was like, where are they? It took me ages to find them. But I marked that I chatted with my friend Michelle. I had a couple of questions that I thought she might be like a good source of knowledge for, and she was actually super helpful. She's more of Tom's friend, but I was like, I'm just gonna ask. This is a thing I've been doing recently, like just asking people for help, and it's really surprising. Like, well, not surprising, it's like people are really happy to help, like if they know, and as long as you're not like rude about it. So that's my like, I'm gonna change my word of the year to something related to just like going for it. I don't know what word it will be. Feel free to suggest something, but basically just like giving things a go. Maybe like trying, I don't know, that no, because that sounds like, you know, when something's trying it's like hard. I don't know, we'll think of something, but yeah, that's going to be my new theme. I can't even remember my previous word of the year, so oh dear. Anyway, I had my brow appointment this day, so I marked that with a little alarm clock. And then I went to the co-op twice. So I went to the co-op and just like grabbed a few bits and bobs, and then as I checked out and was walking to my car, had a message from Tom, and he was like, if you do go to the co-op, can you just get me a Monster, like an energy drink? And even though I'd already been in, like I felt like I couldn't not go back and get one. And then when I told him, he was like, you didn't have to go back, and I was like, yeah, but if I'd come back with a bag full of stuff and not the one thing you asked for. Like, how mean is that? So I went into the co-op again and I was like, oh, so cringe. Like, the lady that checked me out is gonna have to check me out again and she's probably gonna say something, and she didn't at all. So yeah, like, nothing's ever as weird to outsiders as it is like to you. I feel like that's like a common thing that people say, that they definitely word it better than that, but it's like no one is paying as much attention to you as you think they are, or whatever. So yeah, then I took photos of my new releases and I packed some orders, so I marked that with a little sticker sheet doodle. And then I printed and cut some of the new releases for this week, and then I marked that I had to do some research for like what I wanted to buy my mum for her birthday, because her birthday is the next week and then Mother's Day was also kind of coming up, so I have to like get like lots of ideas for my mum in one go. And I'm not one of those people, I'm not the kind of person that can like save ideas throughout the year. I'm just not that organised. I need like a gift planner. I think that's the solution. Just an excuse for another planner. So moving on to Friday, I did my listings in the morning. I don't mind doing it this way around, like if I do the listings but I've done the photos. The time when it's stressful is when I do listings and photos on Friday mornings. So yeah, we really need to, or even doing listings the night before and doing photos, just one of them is so much better than trying to do both. So I did that. Then I marked that I packed more orders so that I could do the post run, and finding blues to match this blue was deceivingly hard. Also the green is hard because it's like a grey green, like a no, I can't do it. I was gonna try and merge grey and green, but they're too close, like grain. I don't know. Yeah, basically it's not like a true green, and none of my green doodles were quite like the right shade. And even like the mints that I have were like more blue, like greeny mint. So anyway, all the colours in this kit, apart from the yellow, and the peachy colour was fine as well. So yeah, did the post run, and I've just started using like clip art decorative stickers from the kit when I don't have the right doodle. I then marked printing and cutting with a munchkin. Need to get some actual like cutter stickers again because I'm just using printers at the minute. I restocked some freebies this day, so we were just sort of running low. I think this was like actual like monthly freebies, not the PR freebies, which have now changed, but at this point it was just like February freebies. For some reason I was running out of them. I think I subconsciously cut less because I'm like, February's a short month, and then ran out. So I did that. Then I marked that I wrote a new release email newsletter. Then this was the day that I went down a rabbit hole thinking about my foil storage. So I don't want to hear the I told you so's because there will be some, but when I got all of that like plastic storage to put my foil in, I was so full of optimism that it would be really good. And it ended up just being like a massive waste of space. There was too much like space that wasn't utilised. So I'm still using the boxes, but instead of having the foil like lie flat, that it's now on its side. This won't make any sense if you can't see it. But yeah, I fixed it this day. Well, I sort of made the plan, decided what to do, and it's so much better now. Oh dear. But yeah, I like the boxes though, they're super useful. So it wasn't all in vain, but yeah, I did that. And then we watched Drive to Survive. I think this was the new season because I'm so behind in this planner. The Formula 1 season's not even started yet, I'm pretty sure. So Drive to Survive came out, I think like the week before the actual season came back. So yeah, there was that. And then there was all the drama, all the drama. Not really to do with like Drive to Survive, but kind of, I don't know, there's so much drama. I'm just not looking. So yeah, that was that. Then on Saturday, I marked that I saw my dad in the morning. I had to give him some stuff for like mum's birthday. Then I did some planning. I wrote it in my planner as journal, but it was like my journal is my to-do list that I use journaling kits in, so it's not a journal, but I don't really know what else to call it because it's more of just like a to-do list, but ultimately it's a to-do list. So I don't know, I kind of do like put other stuff in it. I don't know, it doesn't need this much explanation. I did some research on hotels this day, so mainly for like Southwest Planner Club, but like just got me thinking about accommodation in general because of the events that were coming up, so I worked on that. I watered my plants, which are severely neglected. I'm gonna do that after I've done this voiceover because my poor plants, oh, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I will not be winning any Plant Parent of the Year awards right now. I collated some kits this day from the new releases, like from the previous day, and we had a games night with Julia and Sean, so we were still playing Plate Up, but we did some wiki speed runs, which are so fun. I think we did them as like, no, like sometimes we do them as a warm-up, and then I think we did them afterwards this time. But it's basically, if you don't know what it is, you pick like 2 Wikipedia articles, and I think you can randomly generate them, but it's fun to just like pick them, and you have to get from the first one to the last one just by clicking the links in the articles, and you can't do like Command and F like to search for things. You have to like just click, and it's so fun, and it's a race obviously because it's like you do it in teams. Maybe you can just do it single player, and then you would like beat maybe like a high score leaderboard thing, but it's so fun. So we should maybe try and do that in like the Plannerface group, like organise I don't know if anyone else would find that interesting. I'm just thinking like a group game of it might be fun. We could do like planner words, I don't know, maybe something for the anniversary, it would be cute. So yeah, marked that. And then on Sunday, I have no idea why I stuck this box in the wrong place. I realise in like 5 seconds, and then I have to move it. But yeah, it's too far up, and I don't know what I thought was gonna like fit under there, but it's because I cut the underlays into like thinner strips so that I can fill in the gaps. I think I just like lined it up instead of overlapped it. But on Sunday, the first thing I marked was that I got my Greg's coffee, my free weekly coffee. Is honestly the highlight of my week. It's not really, but like it is really fun. So I marked that. And then the mystery opened this day because it was the 25th. Like always, mysteries always open the 25th to the 1st of each month, and then it always ships mid-month. I really want to put together like a page on the website that has useful information about the mystery, because I have the FAQ, but I feel like it's not the most fun way to consume information, so I would like to put something together that's like a bit more, you know, user-friendly. So I'll do that at some point. I then marked that I filmed a video. I'm wondering if this was when I did the videos that I was like, you know, my like trip down memory planner lane, and I went through all my old spreads. I think it possibly was, because yeah, vlogs were still not happening at this point. Now that I'm back to vlogging, I find it really weird that I stopped, but when I had stopped, it felt weird to like start again. So I think I'm a creature of habit basically. So yeah, filmed that video, and then I edited and uploaded it. It must have been, because I feel like there was a quick turnaround with these. I then watched some YouTube while I collated some sticker kits for that week. And so this didn't actually happen, but I really wanted to tidy my office this day, and I'd been trying to get myself to tidy the office the entire day, and it just wasn't happening. You know, when like I feel like the more you want to do something, if you're just not in the mood, like you can't do it. So it was a complete fail. I ended up doing it like the next day in the morning, like it was actually not that bad, which is how it always goes when you put something off. Like you end up doing it and you're like, this was fine. So yeah, I marked that. But in my attempt to tidy, I did find a bunch of envelopes that I wasn't using anymore. They're like the padded envelopes, but they're too small for my like products. So I got them ready for Sarah, because she's reopening soon, A Mundane Life. Go and check her out if you're not already following her. But she had some products that they would suit. So I was like, do you want a lot of envelopes? And she was like, sure. So I got those ready for her. And that little envelope sticker is a super old Plannerface sticker that I drew. I do not draw many things for the shop, but that is one thing that I drew, and I think they should come back because they're really cute, and like I don't think that many people would want them, but they're a little bit they're fun. They're like a special little product to me. So this is the finished spread. I love it. I think it's probably one of the best spreads that I've done in such a long time. Like, it just looks so cute, and I love how I did the bottom washi, and the quote in the sidebar is just so cute. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the plan with me, and I am in the Ultimate Planner sale this weekend, so follow me on social media. I will tell you more about that there. But yeah, 20% off this weekend. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.